In the desolate town of Hollowbrook, nestled between the hills and shrouded in perpetual fog, an eerie legend persisted. It spoke of a cursed car, an ancient black sedan with an aura of malevolence. The townsfolk avoided it like the plague, for it was said that anyone who dared approach the car would be consumed by its darkness. Jonathan Carter, a journalist with a penchant for the macabre, arrived in Hollowbrook. Drawn by the whispers surrounding the cursed car, he began to dig into the town's history. An old mechanic named Ezekiel revealed that the car was once owned by a sinister figure known as Victor Mordecai. Victor's obsession with the occult had led him to unleash unspeakable horrors, and the car was rumored to be the vessel of his malevolent spirit. Part 2. Whispers in the Mist. As Jonathan delved deeper, strange things began to happen. Whispers seemed to emanate from the fog, weaving tales of despair and doom. Shadows moved of their own accord, and a bone-chilling cold settled over Hollowbrook, even in the midst of summer. Determined to unravel the truth, Jonathan steeled his nerves and headed to the outskirts of town, where the cursed car was said to be hidden. Amongst the thick mist, he stumbled upon the abandoned vehicle, a vintage black sedan that seemed to drink in the very light around it. Jonathan felt an inexplicable compulsion to touch it, as if it called out to him. But as his fingers brushed the cold metal, a jolt of agony shot through his body, and he was overwhelmed by a flood of gruesome visions. Part 3. Nightmarish Visions. The visions were fragments of Victor Mordecai's twisted past. Jonathan witnessed rituals of blood, sacrifices to dark entities, and the agonized faces of those who fell victim to Victor's malevolence. Gasping for breath, he stumbled away from the car, realizing that the whispers in the mist were the anguished cries of the tormented souls trapped within the vehicle. Night after night, the visions continued to haunt Jonathan's dreams. He saw Victor's descent into madness, his thirst for power driving him to commit unspeakable atrocities. The line between reality and nightmare blurred as the car's sinister influence tightened its grip on him. Part 4. Descent into Darkness. Unable to escape the car's pull, Jonathan's obsession grew. He researched further, learning that Victor Mordecai had attempted a ritual to attain immortality, binding his soul to the car. But the ritual had gone awry, trapping him between worlds and turning the car into a conduit of malevolence. Desperation led Jonathan to consult Ezekiel, the aging mechanic who had a deep understanding of the occult. Ezekiel revealed that the only way to break the curse was to destroy the car and release the trapped souls. Armed with this knowledge, Jonathan embarked on a treacherous journey to free Hollowbrook from the darkness that plagued it. Part 5. The Final Confrontation. As Jonathan stood before the cursed car, a storm brewed overhead, crackling with supernatural energy. He could sense Victor's presence, a malevolent force that sought to consume him entirely. Steeling his resolve, Jonathan lit a bundle of sage and began chanting an incantation, invoking the spirits trapped within the car. The ground trembled and the car's windows turned into swirling vortexes, revealing glimpses of the tormented souls within. With a final surge of power, Jonathan shattered the car's windshield, and a blinding light erupted from within. The trapped spirits were released, their anguished cries transforming into wails of freedom. Part 6. Aftermath. The storm subsided, and the cursed car disintegrated into ash, carried away by the wind. The fog that had gripped Hollowbrook for so long lifted, revealing a town bathed in sunlight. The air felt lighter, and the whispers of despair were replaced by sighs of relief. Jonathan watched as the town began to heal, its residents finally free from the car's malevolent influence. Yet, as he walked away from the ashes of the cursed vehicle, he couldn't shake the feeling that a part of its darkness still lingered within him. A reminder that some horrors leave scars that never truly fade.